Hey, y'all.
So, that's right. We went Star Wars. Now, normally, me and Mike are not a huge Star Wars fans. Don't get us wrong, we've seen all of the movies.
Yep.
But we're not a huge Star Wars fan.
Correct.
But, when this helmet normally goes for $120 and I could pick it up for $60, that's what I'm going to do.
That's the deal, y'all.
So, we did pick up the helmet. We've got some other Star Wars stuff that we're going to unbox later. In fact, I've convinced Stevie, our camera woman, to come on this side of the camera and do some unboxings as well. So, look out for those. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Click that bell. That way you get notified whenever we create new content. And I'll put somewhere in the description that Stevie's in the video if you want to see her do an unboxing. Okay? But this is what you came for. And I understand that. With The Mandalorian and the Star Wars franchise, Boba Fett is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. He pilots the Slave One, which is also one of my favorite jets, spaceships in the movies. And it's right up there with the Millennium Falcon. No, blasphemy. How could you say that the Slave One is like the Millennium Falcon? Anyone, Ethan, here's looking at you, bud. Anyone that likes Boba Fett, likes the Mandalorians, could easily say the Slave One is just as cool as the Millennium Falcon. But we're not here to talk about our love for Star Wars. We're here to unbox this guy. So Mike, what's your anticipation for this?
I don't know. It looks cool. It looks like it's kind of like Star Wars 3 Attack of the Clones damage helmet. Where he's in the arena when he got his head. Of course, I was.
Oh, so you're talking about Jango Fett. Jango Fett, the father of Boba Fett.
Same helmet, though, right?
I think so. I think because he gets his head cut off in the third one, and then Boba Fett picks the helmet up. I think he uses it. But to be honest with you, I think the damage from this helmet actually comes later in the series, which is earlier in the series because of the way they released it. But that's neither here nor there. Anything else?
Well, I mean, I'm excited to see it. Excited to see how bright the lights on it are, and see how well it fit.
Now, let me ask you this. Are there anything that you wanted to do, that you hope it can do?
Yeah, my dad.
You heard it here, folks. This helmet needs to pay off Mike's debt.
Otherwise, it's not getting 5 out of 5.
I'm gonna be honest. It is a collectible helmet. So one of the biggest things that I'm looking for, helmet, is to see if it'll fit my massive dome. I'm with you. I can't wait to see if the lights are bright enough. I want to see the detail of the battle-damaged helmet, the paint job, how well, because believe it or not, I've seen some battle-damaged helmets, and the paint job is just atrocious. So in those spots that have been battle-damaged, you could actually just slip a fingernail into it, peel that paint off. So I'm hoping that this isn't one of those cases. Like I said, normally it's a $120 helmet, so I'm hoping that it's some good detail.
Yeah, this being an official Disney product, I'm sure it's probably fairly high quality.
I'm sure too. But, you know, I think we've got enough wishes and hopes. Let's go ahead and bring this bad boy out. This is just taking too long.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but we're going to bring you a special opportunity so that you can join our board of recognition by subscribing to us on Patreon.
Now you can do so by clicking up here, or scrolling down a little bit and clicking down there.
And our tiers range anywhere from $1 to $50.
Now we know $50 is a lot of money, but with each one of those tiers, not only are you helping us grow as a community, but you'll also get little things that our YouTubers don't normally get. So please, join us on our adventure and help us grow as a community.
Anyway, back to the original video now.
Love my GoPro, man. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Ooh, that was a mistake from Square One. Oh, damn!
Just hotbox yourself.
I did. Ooh, and now it's just like fucking sitting here, like fluttering. It's like cannot be gravitational pull. I don't want to put it back on now.
Let Mike put it on.
Yeah, Mike here wear it. Well, dude, that's pretty fucking cool. And the best part is it fits my big dome. Well, kinda. See, this little part here is supposed to go inside here to help people with smaller domes put this massive thing on. But because I have such a big dome, it fits fine without. Now, here's one of the coolest things about it. That's right. And we light up. Now, whew, it's hot in there, so I'm just going to take this bad boy off and talk to you guys normally. The first thing I want to say about this is every kid's dream. You know, when you tie on your capes and you pick up your sticks. Nowadays, kids have lightsabers and things, but when I was a kid, the lightsaber was the stick. And you wore bicycle helmets for the Boba Fett helmets. I would have loved to have something like this.
Cheap, overpriced Walmart.
Absolutely, you know, the ones that just, the front of it, that's all it is, with a band that goes around the back of your head. This is 100% 360 helmet. And I love the battle damage on it.
Yeah, the paint looks a little faded, but it looks a little strange. But if it's just up on the wall and something you kind of glance at, you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
No, I think the faded painting is perfect because it's weathered. This thing's seen some shit. Alright? If this is the helmet that Jango Fett wore, this means this saw all of Jango's adventures. And then Boba, who put it on. All of his adventures. You know, this helmet has seen some shit, and you know, this is an actual dent in the helmet. So it's like he took a blast to the head or something, or a hammer or something, but it's actually indented here. And the cool thing about the paint job is the indent, there's nothing you can get like a fingernail up under to chip the paint around that dent. So I think they did a fantastic job on the painting. It looks like, you know, like up here in the top, there's several areas where it looks like the paint has just chipped off from, you know, age, from use. And it's like it's got multiple colors. And you can actually feel paint where it's weathered down to the metal underneath the paint job on this helmet. So I love the paint job on this.
Feels lightweight, enough that you could wear it around. Imagine it gets pretty warm in there though, and it actually fits. So you could wear it, and you know, if you got a smaller head, it comes with a headband that goes right in there and it'll sit. Cool little feature it also has. A targeter. It lights up, got a light in there and everything. But if you're wearing it, it kind of doesn't work too well. It's actually supposed to be.
Yeah, when you're looking at it through the helmet and you have that targeting thing down, it sits over here when your eye is looking out here. So if they would have found a way to maybe extend that out a little bit further, because that's exactly what it is. It's an antenna when it's up, and then it's a targeting system when it comes down. The problem with that is as it comes down, it's over here, so you kind of have to turn your head to aim through that targeting system. So if they could have maybe made this unit a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, or maybe had this antenna curve more with the helmet, I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense. The inside of it, there are some paddings. These are actual paddings. Yeah, it's gonna check it out apparently.
Freya wants to check out the inside of the helmet.
It's got some breathable air holes back here in the back of the helmet, but that does no good for the front.
Yeah, like Mike was saying, it does get hot in that helmet. So the ventilation in the back is a great plan to remove some of the heat from your head that you produce. But the problem is that there needs some type of ventilation here. Because if you breathe into this too much, you're going to fog that glass up.
Right.
And suddenly you can't see anything.
And yet, all of this is all visible, all see through. So you can see, like you can see my nose right here, my eyes, and you can actually look around and through it. But as you talk, wear it more. I'm sure you can see it there. It was fogging up right in here, and then it spread out. So it wouldn't be too long you would have no visibility with it. The paint looks really cool. I think it looks really cool at a glance. My problem is I think it looks a little too faded. Like even the battle damage parts look like they're kind of a faded color instead of a bright, shiny silver like it should be. You can see the Mandalorian. And there's also this massive thing. If I remember right, it happened in one of the movies. I can't tell you which movie it was.
Yeah, like we said, we're not huge Star Wars fanatics. But if you do know where Boba Fett got that dent, or Jango Fett got that dent, please leave it in the comments below. Educate me and Mike.
Yeah. And the same thing with this silver piece right here. I have no idea what it is, why they made it open and movable. What it is, I don't know. Let us know if you know what that is. I would definitely be interested to know.
Watch that be ventilation for the front of it. We just have the front vent turned off. You see anything in there, Mike?
No, I don't think so. I think it's really cool. I think battle damage is definitely an interesting texture. And it's not something that you can get a fingernail up under and peel it off. Now there are a few bumps I see where it looks like the paint kind of was laid on a little too hard. Which, it's going to happen when it's mass produced. Which it definitely was. It wasn't handmade or anything like that.
No, definitely not.
But it's very cool. If you're a big Star Wars fan, yeah, I would see you liking this. Of course, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you probably can find one that's just a little bit better.
Or you could be like my father-in-law, Ethan, and he created his own helmet. I think it's the same plastic, and I think he got a kit, but he did. He put it all together himself and painted it all himself. It looks freaking awesome. So I'm gonna reach out to him and see if I can get a photo of his Boba Fett helmet and throw that in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But this is cool. You know what this helmet makes me do? This helmet makes me do this, guys. That's right. I'm Boba Fett. Definitely takes me back to being a kid. Oh, can't see. So let's target. I'm enjoying this. I honestly am gonna have to give this 4 out of 5 thumbs up.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
4 is a good number. I'm trying to think of anything that might decrease it or increase. No, 4 is a solid number. 4 is it's a good 4. It's not picture perfect, but it's not a piece of garbage.
Yeah, let's be honest. For the price that we paid for the helmet, it's not going to be a masterpiece. It's it's not going to be a work of art. It's not going to be hand painted. There's going to be some imperfections. But this is also something that I wouldn't be afraid to throw this on my head and go out with it. I wouldn't be afraid of, my boys picking it up and taking a look at this. I mean, sure, maybe the antenna, it is kind of, flimsy. Maybe they'd break the antenna. But the helmet itself, it feels sturdy. And with this headpiece, I could tighten it perfectly to fit my kids' heads. So this is not just something for kids, it's also for adults. Or adults who like to have some fun. You can wear these to Comic-Cons. Well, I guess not so much nowadays. But you can still dress up as Boba Fett and... Let's be honest, you don't need a face mask. It is one! But that's a different story for a different day. I gotta say, I like the helmet. And on that note, as always, thanks for playing with us.